Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Good morning. Hi, soul sister. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? How was your weekend? Oh, let me just get a little bit of stuff off my face. It's a little sweat. Okay. Get this out. I like my jewelry to show. How's everyone doing today? Oh, I don't have my, it's all right. I hate when I come on and I'm like completely unorganized, but it's okay. It's who I am. Hi, Sabrina. Good morning. Hi, Concrete Rose. Good morning and good health to Soul Sister, Sabrina, Concrete Rose. Mission, Florida. When did you get back? When did you get married? As a married woman now. When did you get back, sweetie? I sent you something in DMs and then I immediately regretted it because I was like, ugh, you're still on her honeymoon. What am I doing? How was St. Thomas? You got back on Halloween. So that was over a week ago. How are you doing? How was your honeymoon? Good health, Miss Net Net. How is everyone doing today? Good morning, the real Black Swan, and good health to you. But it took forever to get my life back together, girl. It's just a whole big switcheroo, right? Because it's a portal, right? Getting married is a portal. Nothing is ever going to be the same ever again. It absolutely is a portal. It absolutely is a new life. So that's energy and unprepared energy, right? Because you spend the last year and a half preparing for the big day, but nobody prepares for the new life that comes through, right? And so this is new life. You know, and I like to think of it in a way where it's new life, but I get to start over, right? It's it's like some people I know see their birth year as like the second, the 33rd life, right? Or the age we don't talk about life, right? Every year they have this celebration, not just for their birth date, but the fact that they get to do it over again or get it better or get it right, right? So, okay, so marriage is like that. Marriage is like stepping through a portal. You're never going to be the same. You're never not going to be married. So, with that being said, nothing about you gets to stay the same again forever. Oh, St. Thomas was amazing. I took one car ferry ride to St. John. Yes, I had a very quick ferry ride. And after that, I said, it's no way I can do another one. The ferry ride was scary? What? Girl, I'm from Staten Island. We do ferry rides, not 2 hours long. It would be 2 hours for me here to St. Thomas. I thought from here to St. John was like 20 minutes, no? It's definitely my start over. Yes, your start over. New last name, new me. It's been amazing. Yes. Oh, the water. Oh, that's because we have some hurricanes going through. We have some tropical stuff that you just came during hurricane season. So I could imagine that it was rough. I could imagine that. Yeah, because we got stuff that's happening here in the island. Yes, it rained a few days. Yeah, we're just in, it's just our season. Rain is beautiful here, though. I don't mind the rain. The rain, you can smell it, you know. I don't let the rain like get to you. The rain is beautiful here. Oh, by the way, I saw a rainbow this morning because we had rain all weekend, and it was still beautiful. Oh, yes. I saw a rainbow this morning right above my complex too. I was like, oh, like I really needed to see the rain, the rainbow, because rainbow is life. Rainbow is new life, like what you're going through, Miss Shea, Florida. And when I say what she's going through, we can go through good things, people, right? But getting your life back together, getting back into sync, right? That's all new. It's all new. Today isn't yesterday, right? And I mean that literally for her. So I saw a rainbow this morning. It looks like some rain is still coming, but I got my walk in just in case you guys didn't know. I do walk. Oh, damn it. I didn't check it. I do walk every single day, but I didn't check. I didn't check my time this morning. God damn it. 1 hour, 52 minutes. Oh, wait. I got back well, when I looked at the clock said 8:30, but I couldn't have walked for that long. I think it might have take me an hour. Oh no, I remember. The last time I saw the clock, it said 7:40, and I had left the house at 7:15, 7:17, something like that. So when I saw the clock in the supermarket, it said 7:40, and it takes me about 8 minutes to get home. So I must have gotten home around 7:50 because I didn't walk fast today. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It could have taken me 30 minutes today because I stopped into the gas station and I stopped into the supermarket, which is on my route. Oh, yes, Miss Shea, Florida. Having the right partner makes a big difference. He had my back and I can always count on him. I'm blessed. Yeah, that makes all the difference in the world to have that partner that absolutely loves you unconditionally. Yeah. And for it to be reciprocated, right? It's really important that if you love someone, someone loves you equally. And it doesn't mean because you all get married, someone loves you equally. But when someone does love you equally, it's immeasurable. It's a beautiful thing. Um, So I saw a rainbow this morning, and I was so glad that I saw the rainbow because it just tells me that everything's going to be all right. So as it turns out, yes, yeah, for a third world country, it's very expensive. It's terribly expensive here. It's ridiculous. So as it turns out, I've been having some constipation issues, right? And I don't suffer from constipation, y'all. That's not a thing with me, right? The last time I suffered from constipation, I might have been in my 20s. The last time I suffered with constipation, but I don't suffer with constipation. Every once in a while, I will suffer from hemorrhoids. But what I've learned from suffering from hemorrhoids is that if you don't eat right, your body has no fiber. If you don't drink water, your body can't push out, right? Because those are two components, fiber and water. Helps the bum move the toxins from your body, right? So I started having issues with my bum, right? First would come out these little pellets, and I don't excrete pellets. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I excrete like a good, it's good, it's healthy, it's not mushy, it's thick, it's healthy, right? I mean, it's okay if I talk about this? Okay. So I started excreting pellets. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't excrete pellets. Like, it looked like bird food, right? For like a big bird, right? And it kept going on and on, right? And then at some point, there was real constipation, but I was able to push it out. And so I'm thinking I will be okay because I was able to push it out. Right? Let me tell you something. It got jammed. It got jammed. What is it when they call it? Not compact. What is it when the boo-boo gets jammed? Well, I can't think of the proper terminology, but my boo-boo got jammed. And I said, Lord have mercy. I'm working. I'm doing videos, and my boo-boo's jammed. And I'm like, this is unacceptable. I'm sleeping. My boo-boo's jammed. And I'm like, and it's been going on for too many days that I haven't boo-booed, right? Impacted, impaction. Thank you, everyone. I'm sleeping, my boo-boo is jammed. And I don't know about you. I can only tell you what I do. I boo-boo every day. And I love to boo-boo. It's almost an orgasm. Like, boo-boo is good for me. So if I can't boo-boo, I'm not having the orgasms that I need. Just kidding. But it's going on for too many days. So I said, okay, Lord, what should I do? So I did buy Docalax, right? And I drank like 60 millimeters. I drank Docalax. And they said it would work in 30 minutes. So now I could feel the Docalax wanting to work. But I'm impacted. So how can Docalax work if you're impacted? So I did what I had to do, people. I had to do it. Can you guess what I had to do? I got me some gloves and what is it when you take it out? Unpacked it, my boo-boo. I don't advise anyone to unpack themselves. What I can tell you is that I did it and I'm happy today. But what else I can tell you is that by unpacking, I got some gloves and I did what I had to do, LaShonda. What I can tell you is that it came out, right? So, first of all, a lot came out because I had to break it up. This is sounding disgusting. Turn your TVs off. Tell the children to go away if you do not want the children to hear this story. So I broke it up, the pellets, like bit by bit, because you could tell it was like just sitting on top of, okay, it doesn't matter. until I got a good one out, and then everything came out. The Docalax, what was there before. Here's the thing. It was dark brown. Dark brown. Now, I'm going to tell you what else I know about my boo-boo. I look at my boo-boo. I smell my boo-boo. I don't have a problem with my boo-boo. So normally my boo-boo doesn't smell. I know you're going to find that hard to believe, but it's true. Most times my boo-boo doesn't smell. This stank to the high waters. This stank so bad, I thought something crawled up in there, died, and then refused to come out. It was that bad. And then it was the color of my hair. My boo-boo's never the color of my hair. It's a beautiful, beautiful, I can't even give you the right color, but it's like this color. It's like beautiful, like beigey, brownish, like gorgeous. Like it's just this golden, tone to it. It's beautiful, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. Right. Hello, Museums. This conversation is riveting. I'm sorry. I've been suffering the whole weekend, right? So then I said, so now I get it out, right? But I must have busted a membrane, right? Because now I'm bleeding. I don't know if you can have bleeding hemorrhoids. I might have busted a hemorrhoid. I might have just scratched the wall of my boo-boo lining. I don't know. At some point, I stuck something in there to work it out. So maybe I scratched something. I don't know, right? So now I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding through the bum. And I'm highly upset, right? I'm highly upset. So not only am I bleeding through the bum, I still took the Docalax. So the Docalax doesn't want to stay inside. So not only am I bleeding through the bum, the Docalax is coming out. It's just the worst weekend ever, right? And so I unhooked myself late at night, unplugged myself late at night. So I wasn't upset with myself because I needed to go to bed. But now my hemorrhoids are so swollen, the size of my hand. So this is let's believe this is the anus, right? My face, right? This is the hemorrhoids. So swollen. They were swollen so bad that I was, one, scared. And two, you're so swollen, but when you clean yourself, you gotta even though it's swollen, you gotta get in there to clean yourself, or else you'll hurt more, right? Okay, think of it this way. I'm grown ass, but if it's a baby's bottom, how we do the baby's bottom? We make sure every crevice is gone, right? So even though I have hemorrhoids, you have to get behind the hemorrhoids to make sure that everything's nice and clean. So, oh, by the way, I'm not even done yet. So the Docalax keeps working, right? So every time the Docalax works, it comes out like massively, massive. So I got to get in the shower because it was too massive. There's no way you can wipe that clean. So you got to get in the shower. You have to, right? Lather up the soap. And then I have to, thank God I have a thing you could take apart, but I didn't. I just bent over, let it get up my ass, and then make sure I was clean. But every time I did that, what happens? I make the boo-boo rah-rah. Rah-rah-rah. Finally, the Docalac stopped working. And I could breathe. And I was like, okay. The joke glass is not working. But now I go to sit down. You can't have joke. You cannot. The hemorrhoids are like this. You can't sit down when hemorrhoids are like this. So I said, okay, God help me. Sometimes I think God forgets about me, right? And I said, okay, God. I was like, I don't ask for much. I just want my boo-boo to be healed. All I want for Christmas is for my boo-boo to be healed, right? So the next day, I go to get some diapers. I'm at that motherfucking stage now. I would have never thought about diapers in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. But now, I go to get some diapers. Those Lisa Rinna fucking disgusting diapers, right? Adult diapers. Because I'm thinking things are happening to me, right? Because every time I go to the bathroom and every time I wipe, something's there. Now, mind you, I'm sticking preparation H up my ass, right? I'm coating the hemorrhoids with another preparation H. By the way, all the while using gloves. I ran out of gloves, right? I had to go get diapers. I had to go get new gloves. Blah, 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 blah. This happened the whole weekend. All the while I keep leaking. Now, of course, I'm thinking I'm hemorrhaging, right? Because you don't know the brain. The brain inside the Tracy is cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. So I think I'm hemorrhaging. So I said, okay, God, it rained all day. It started on Friday. So it rained all day Saturday. Sunday, I was afraid to go because it was like intermittent rain. And I was like, these people, these are Caribbean. They don't work Monday through Friday. Ain't nobody working on a Sunday at a hospital, right? So I said, I'm not going to the hospital. So I vowed to myself I would wait till today. So the diapers don't work. Why don't the diapers work? Because it contains my butt like that. Took my butt cheeks and closed it like that. So that means my hemorrhoids can't breathe. They're still hurting. I said, Lord, talk to me. Like, give me the answers. So guess what I did? Anybody who's in my age bracket, I had to make a period collection strip before there were such things as Kotex. Do you remember that? I don't know how many 1,800 years ago I'm going back. I had to take one of my bed sheets, right? Thank God I always collect, if I can, cotton bed sheets, if I can. I don't buy, it doesn't really matter. I don't buy polyester because at night, when you go through the change of life, polyester makes you sweat. So really, really be mindful of the type of sheets that you buy. Cotton is the best. You breathe, especially after a certain age. You go through pre-menopause and then menopause. The sheets that you put on your bed matters. Because y'all be saying, I sweat. I sweat. It's the sheets. You put on polyester sheets, it cooks you. So of course you're going to sweat. Winter or summer, it doesn't really matter. Cotton, I teach you. And cotton clothes. No polyester clothes when you're going through the change, what they used to call the change of life. Doesn't really matter. I got these sheets and now I got to cut up my sheets. And if you knew me, I value my sheets. My sheets are everything. I've got the cutest sheets. They're everything. I don't just buy sheets. I buy sheets that are cute, right? Now I got to cut up one of my sheets, which is fine. Because I have a lot of full-size sheets that I carried over anyway. Not full-size. Queen-size sheets that I carried over anyway because I decreased my bed. This is full-size. So it doesn't really matter. Just cut up the full-size sheets. That's what I did. And I had to create my own diaper. No, pads would not be better because pads are for your vagina. This was for my anus. So pads would not be better. No, that means I've got to stick the pad way up my backside, hoping that it sticks. And then, no, I made a rag. And I made it like nice and long. That way I could feel whether or not it slipped, right? so it didn't slip. All day Sunday, this is what I was doing. Going to the bathroom, changing a rag. Going to the bathroom, changing a rag. Now, I still think I'm bleeding out, but I really wasn't bleeding out. I could tell that whatever damage I was doing, it was trying to heal itself. And whatever I thought I was bleeding out, it was raw, but the preparation H that I was sticking up my ass was trying to heal it. So today, I do feel that I will not be bleeding out, except I'm going to do one more thing, and I'm going to put a fleet up my ass. But I just don't want to put a fleet up my ass until my bum, the membranes of my bum have healed. But I do want to put a fleet up my ass. You know the fleet? The enema, fleet enema. I do want to do one more fleet up my ass. So, overnight pads would work. Listen, guys, what difference does it make? I'm already past it. I'm already past the bum issue. I brought diapers that I thought would work, but then it held my cheeks together, and then my hemorrhoids couldn't breathe. I needed my hemorrhoids to breathe. Okay. In any case, I'm gonna do one more thing and put the fleet up my ass today or tomorrow. I might wait till tomorrow because I do feel like it still needs my bum. It needs a little bit more time. I love the bum. I have a great relationship with my bum. Don't you? We don't get constipated. It's an unthinkable thing. So then I'm sitting by myself inside my head. I'm literally like this. What happened? Like thinking inside you. That's not the physical, but this is what I'm in my mind. How did this happen? Okay. Guess how it happened? You know that protein drink that I've been drinking every morning? I told you guys about animal protein, blah, 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 blah. It has iron in it. Iron. I don't know what the purpose of putting iron in with the protein, but I'm allergic to iron. The last time this happened to me, it was over 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Is that 40 years? 40? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 50 years ago? Is that a thing? Is 50 years ago and you're still living a thing? Oh my God. It doesn't really matter. No, 40 years ago. Doesn't really matter, right? The last time this happened, I was taking iron pills. And the same thing happened, and the color was the same. I'll never forget, because iron is dark, and your boo-boo turns dark when you take iron. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what happened? What happened? I always have a good relationship with my bum. I checked the container. 3 mcgs, which I don't know how much that is, of iron. Why do I need iron in my protein-based smoothie? I fucking love my smoothie. I cannot drink it anymore. This thing fucked up my ass. Fucked up my boom. I almost went to the ER, but I knew if I went to the ER, those bastards wasn't going to get inside my boom and help me take it out. I already knew it. They were going to be like, let's give you a prescription for stool softener, sweetie. I needed somebody to get up in there. And so I just had to do it. I just didn't want an infection to take place because I know that it either busted my hemorrhoids or broke a membrane in the lining. So I was just worried. I was like, God, just don't let me catch an infection. You know, COVID is out here. RSV is out here, and I don't know how my bum would take to COVID and RSV. They probably don't get along. What do you mean, LaShonda? Did you give yourself a fleet every night? What do you mean? You gave yourself a boil? Oh my God, you're scaring me now. Hi, Lisa D. Lisa, have you talked to me yet? Did you call me? I sent you an email. Did you call me? I need you to text me, sweetie. ASAP. Okay? Oh, okay. Celicia is saying hold off on the fleet if the other stuff ran through you. Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, Tasha W. Good morning, Angel. Good morning. When you stop eating meat, you must eat more fruit and vegetables than you normally would. They call it soluble fiber. That helps. Number two. Right. So here's what I did. So I eat vegetables every night. This particular week, which is the reason why I had more of an issue, I went on a spinach craze this past week. Spinach is full of iron. So I can get iron naturally, not unnaturally. I can't take iron that's inside, but I think I made it worse because I went on a spinach craze this week. On top of, it's crazy. Hi, beautiful baby. I remember that my mom used to get some tucks. Oh, tucks, Nova. That's my granddaughter's name, Nova. Mm. Oh, Celicia, I tried hemorrhoid cream first, but the anus itself was raw, so I had to put not the suppository. I did have suppositories in the beginning. I ran out, so I had to. There's another cream that you can stick up your ass with the long tube. I tried everything. Oh yeah, no. Well, see, the thing about it is because I really do love my bum. So keeping your bum clean, I can't imagine. It's just that with the hemorrhoids, then things could hide behind the hemorrhoids. So even though my hemorrhoids were painful, I still had to get in there and clean out any residuals. It's terrible. I just had a terrible weekend. Spiritual awakening. Your bum is natural. You have everyone has bums. Everyone has an anus. Everyone has to poop. And every once in a while, people have problems with their bum, and it's not gross. Some people stick a penis in the bum. Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm sitting better today. Right now, there's no like, but I do have a rag on. Hmm. I still have a rag on. Yeah, straining. It all went together, right, Juanita? The straining, because I was straining first to get it out naturally, but it got stuck right at the opening. It was like this. It got stuck. This is the poo. It got stuck right here. It wouldn't budge. There was nothing I could do to push it out. So yeah, straining caused the hemorrhoids. When I worked at the nursing home, we had to do that for patients. I know, but I know if I went to the ER, especially in a third world country, they would be like, here's the prescription for stool softener. Bye. And then they would have charged me $1,000. All right now. Oh, thank you, Angel. Oh, well, um, LaShonda, fleets aren't meant to be taken whenever you feel like it. Like doctors tell you to take a fleet. Let me turn this off. Doctors to tell you to take when they're gonna have an operation or a colonoscopy. You know, that's when they take. You don't take a fleet just to take a fleet. You were supposed to get a boil. Like, isn't that saline up your ass? Isn't that saline? It's too much saline up your ass. You don't want to put things up there, right? You just want your boo-boo to come down nicely. You don't want to put a penis up there. Trust and believe, ladies. Don't let men do that to you. I honestly feel that if men like that position, they like men. That's just me. Don't listen to me. But that's how I feel. Um, just don't listen to me. I honestly believe that. I I think it's their way of getting around being with the woman, but like it in the boo boo instead. I don't like that. I don't like that. And besides, it hurts. Don't think I haven't tried it, right? My husband, like, he was like, oh, I was like, okay, let's try it. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. No, I'm the one in pain and you get all the pleasure? Fuck out of here. Go find a prostitute, dude. I stopped. I wouldn't do it. I was like, I don't like it. So I'm okay with a divorce because I'm not doing it. Yes, Miss Kimberly, I know you should never push. You should never push if you're eating right. You should never push for any reason at all. But I pushed, I squoze, I got a step stool, right, to at least lift. That way, like let's say this is the anus. So I got a step stool so I could be like in the toilet like this. Nothing worked. I stretched my legs out like this and then I squoze my butt together. I did everything. Everything. Nothing worked. Oh my God. Is there a doctor in the family? Anybody? Oh my God. She's terrible. Oh, okay. I got you. Girl, that's a scary story though. She goes, I know that now. I was doing it in my early 20s. I eat right now and I have no problems. Right. Oh, thank you. My locks are, they are growing, Joe. Thank you, sweetie. I do try. I love normalizing, discussing our body functions. No shame in our game. We are wonderfully made. Yes. And by the way, if you don't look at your boo boo, what are you ashamed of? Because I think that if you can't face your boo boo, you can't face your anus, then there might be some psychological childhood issues that's really coming through, right? When my son was a kid, right? Although my ex-husband has psychological childhood issues. And my son must have been about 2 years old. He was young, maybe three tops. And he's at the hold on. My son was in the bathroom, right? And he's sitting there with the spray bottle, right? He's sitting there back in the day when my boo boo used to smell. You know how you get the air fresheners, you leave them in the bathroom, right? It doesn't smell anymore because I'm not eating things that could rot out my intestines, right? And so my son is sitting and I hear shh, shh. And so I was like, hey, babe. He's like, hey, mom. Hey, mom. I was like, what's going on? He goes, no, nothing, nothing. I just boo-boo, just boo-boo. Huh. But, why are you holding on to the spray bottle, babe? Oh, he says, he said, because daddy say my boo-boo stink. Yeah, my boo-boo stink. And so I said, babe, your boo-boo's supposed to stink. And he goes, no, ma. Daddy goes, oof, oof, stink, stink. I said, babe, your poo-poo is supposed to stink. It's taken out everything you've ever eaten. And that's why we do poo-poo, right? So we don't keep that in our bodies. We push it out. But sometimes what you push out could stink. And my son goes, oh, yeah. I said, so no one should tell you that your poo-poo stink because your daddy's poo-poo stinks too. Ask him, right? I'm in my 20s when this happened. So it's 20s. I'm in my early 20s. I never brought another air freshener and had it in my house where my son could access it to stop himself from allowing poo-poo to stink. And you know what I did from that point on? Every time he went to the bathroom, he's like, oh, mommy, I got to go poo-poo. I was like, oh, I'll go with you. I would sit on the floor and we would just talk and talk and talk. And then every time he let something out, I would go, woo, that poo-poo smells good. Look at you letting out that poo-poo. Do it again. Do it again. Plop. Oh, look at you letting that good old smelling poo-poo out. My ex-husband was putting inside my son's brain to feel inadequate about the very poo-poo he has to let out. It has to come out. So if my twisted ex-husband got inside my son, he would never poop. And he would have fucked up my son, and I would have never known how he got there. Because if I waited too long, I wouldn't have known that there was a poo-poo problem. I mean, those ex-husbands, like, they are shit. All right. Thank you. Well, today you spiritually grow up. This whole morning feed has been about poo-poo, Angel. You got to hear it from the beginning. Because today we spiritually grow up and we talk about poo-poo. I'll tell you another story. One of the girls, when I moved to Harlem, right? One of the girls in a polo ground, which I believe was my sister's husband's cousin, right? And she took me in her room and there was a sign there. It was the perfect sign for me to see, right? There was a sign there. And the sign was like, I'm the heart and I control the body and I'm the best part, right? And the lungs was like, no, I control the body. You can't breathe without me. I'm the best part, right? And then the kidney said, child, if you don't have me, if I backed up, I control the body, right? And then the anus said, guys, I think I'm in control. And they laughed and laughed at the poor anus, and they cracked up laughing, and they made the anus feel bad. They made the anus feel very, very inadequate. So the anus felt so bad, it decided to shut down and not let anything out. And the body starts to shake and shimmer. It starts to sweat. The heart is like, I don't know how to, I don't know how to beat. What's happening? And then the kidney was like, I, I can't even pee anymore. Like, what is happening? And the lungs was like, I can't breathe. What is happening? And then it dawned on them. It was anus. And they said to anus, you win, you win, you're the winner. You control the whole body. Boom. Learned that when I was 16 years old. Spirit made sure I learned to love my anus, which is why I stopped my husband from going in it. It's my anus. It belongs to me. Dumbass. Oh, Jesse. Jesse, go take care of yourself. I can't believe we're having this conversation. No, go take care of yourself. You're always in pain. Why are you suffering this way? Sounds like some childhood trauma, Jesse, that needs to be let out. See, like it needs to come out. So let's start with getting rid of taking laxatives every day is not the best. And if you need surgery, I would say have more conversations with your doctor. Or is there a herb that could help with pushing your small intestines? Do they want to give you a colostomy bag? Oh, wow, that's so true. So it is childhood trauma. You know, if you talk out your childhood trauma, your body will realign itself. Seriously, your body will realign if you release all that childhood trauma. If you're not capable of talking about it, it's for two reasons. One, nobody wants to hear it, right? People don't want to hear about childhood trauma when they neglected you, not always their fault. But if something happened to you under their care, then no one wants to talk about it. Oh, they want to cut off part of your intestines, give you a bag for 3 months, and then they're going to put it back together. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Jesse, you have to recognize that your body needs peace. It's been living in trauma and pain for years. And it just stops, like that part of your body has taken on so much of your trauma that nothing can pass through it anymore. But I just find it interesting that you want to live in pain, because that's what it comes down to. Because the pain could be guilt too, right? It could be your own personal guilt that sometimes other people place on you. But I want to take it off, like take that shit off you. Well, the bag, ain't nobody gonna see the bag, child, and it's only for 3 months. Ain't nobody gonna see the bag. Hold on. I don't want to get up. See, I'm so glad I got my walkout this morning. It is pouring right now. You could not tell this morning this rain was coming, but I got my walk in. Um, Listen, at this stage of the game, your small intestine is probably too damaged. So they want to cut away the part that is completely clogged. let the part that they separate heal for 3 months, and then they'll put it back together. I would have to say, Jesse, I would want you to stop living in so much pain and so much fear, because you're not fearful of the pain, right? You're fearful of healing. Because if you don't have that to hang on to, do you exist? Because all you've ever known is this pain, whether it was traumatic pain where it may have started, to holding on to the trauma all these years. It's all you ever know. Yep, that's what they said. Yep, but I know these things. I know these things from a spiritual place, right? But because I know these things from a spiritual place, you can heal. I just want you to consider healing while you have a healthy body to heal, right? So go back to your doctor, especially if you have medical insurance, and have some healthy conversations about the surgery part of it. Walk around with a bag for 3 months. They're going to reseal it. But the most important thing that should come out of this surgery while you're trying to heal in the 3 months, the most important thing is to talk to a counselor and be honest about what trauma you have gone through. And I don't care if it involves mother, father, uncle. I don't care if it involves revealing a secret that nobody wants to get out. You are dying because of this trauma. And at the very least, your intestines has taken on the weight. So forgive yourself, choose to live, and tell this story. Okay? Oh, child. Yeah, but Angel, if you change your diet, your body, recalibrates. That's the good part about the large intestine, small intestine, the stomach. If you just give it better, it goes back to loving you. It's like, oh, thank you so much. You know what I once learned? Ah, Hercules, Hercules, ooh, 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 ooh. Hercules, Hercules. I once put my hand down the mouth of a horse. Don't ask me why I did such stupid shit. I just took my hand, my whole hand, stuck it in his mouth. Horse didn't care, right? Just licked my hand. When I pulled it out for some stupid reason, I went to smell it. Nothing. So it was a cop horse. So I said to the woman, I was like, it doesn't smell. And she goes, it only eats grass. I was like, oh, well, that makes sense now. What I began to realize is that the shit we put in our body comes out smelling like shit. Okay, here's a good example. Who knows White Castle burgers? Who knows White Castle burgers? Who knows White Castle burgers? Who here is from New York? Because I think that's the only place you're going to find the authentic White Castle restaurants. When you go into White Castle places, it has a very distinct smell. Very distinct, right? And it's a good smell, right? Ironically, it makes you shit right away. And what you shit out is exactly the same smell that you took in. How is that possible? Because it's a perfect example that what you take in is what you push out. Janine, y'all got White Castle in Chicago? I did not know that. Am I lying? Oh, Sabrina says my mom has done that, Jesse. She only had the bag for 3 months. Am I lying? It makes you shit right away, which is not a bad thing. What I found interesting is that your shit smells exactly like the White Castle you just took in. How is that possible? So true, right, Janine? That's when you know that what you eat compacts everything that goes on here. So if that's the case, we got to watch what we eat. How am I shitting out the same smell I just took in? Something's wrong with that. Oh my God. All right. Gives you so much gas. Why? Why does it give you so much gas? And what do? We know what this bitch does to us. Don't we go back again and have some more? But the one thing I notice about White Castle, you can't go all the time. You can go like every 6 months. And when you go, how do we eat it? I don't know how y'all eat it, but how I eat it, you need 5 cheeseburgers and 5 regular burgers. And then there were the chicken ones. Thank God I didn't like the chicken ones. But then you have to order the fries too, right? And for whatever reason, then everybody gets back home. There's always a family affair. Which is, who got this? Who got? Here's your 5, girl. For 5, what else you got? 5 hamburgers. Who got the hamburger bag? Get the hamburger bag over. Hold on, Tracy. Where's your hamburger bag? Give me the hamburger bag. Seriously, it was an event. Oh, the pickles. You gotta have the pickles. I don't know. Wait, the hamburgers are made of soybean? No. Yeah, you have to give up on White Castle. I don't know how it was created. I don't know why it was created. All weekend, whenever the weekend comes, I watch stories on the history of Instagram, Twitter, the history of Walmart. So I need to see the history of White Castle and how we got to these disgusting burgers because they're so good, but they're disgusting. So I will advise no one to invest in White Castle burgers. All right. Let's see what's going on with my job today. Okay. The 5 things. All right. 5 things for November 7th. By the way, guys, I understand that you guys have your clocks back, right? I don't. It is 10 o'clock over here. We don't, in the Caribbean, we don't go with the bullshit of backwards, forwards. We don't do it. It's 10 o'clock over here. I'm very upset. Very upset. All right. Are we ready, guys? 5 things you need to know for November 7th. I am Tracey Brown, your YouTube, official YouTube correspondent for CNN. By the way, CNN really fucked up with Don Lemon. He's looking like punk ass. Okay. I'm sorry. I know you're my peer and my co-worker, but I don't know how this happened, Don Lemon. You should have contacted me. I would have told you what to do. Okay. But it's unofficially. Nobody at CNN ever hired me. All right. Midterms on Tuesday. Finally. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. It's also an eclipse day, so imagine what a fucked up day that's going to be. All right, I'm sorry. Tuesday, midterm elections, candidates all over the U.S., blah, 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 blah. Biden made a rare appearance, blah, 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 blah. President Barack Obama. I love him. I absolutely love him. Boost Democratic candidate John Fetterman in Pennsylvania, blah, 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 blah. All right, I'm over it. Storms. This is a storm right here. Many Florida residents who are still recovering from Hurricane Ian, not still recovering. No, they haven't begun recovery. There's no such thing as recovering. That's not a word. That's not a stage yet in Florida. It just is. There's no there's no recovery, right? Because I'm looking at all the videos. They still got piles of shit in front of their front lawns. There's no such thing as recovery. It just is. And what stage is this? Is. The stage is, right? All right, whatever. Possible tropical storm, subtropical storm, Nicole. Oh, good. Okay. Stop it. Subtropical storm has formed in the Southwest Atlantic. It's right now over Bahamas and could impact Florida on election day. Y'all got to really ask, is God mad at you, Florida? You got to ask these questions. I'm just thinking, is God saying you're not going to impact these elections? Because, you know, Florida, sometimes we have to wait a month for Florida. You have to ask if God wants you to vote. All right, whatever. Specifically, Tuesday's current forecast calls for breezy to gusty winds, much to the Florida peninsula, and rain chances will increase throughout the day for central and eastern Florida. Just pray for Florida. It's just, I think the statement is bigger than, it's not just rain. I think it's bigger. All right, whatever. Ukraine, about 4.5 million Ukrainians have been left without power. This is bullshit. I cannot stand this. I cannot stand what Putin is doing. All right. Fears of a cold, dark winter. Just listen, we do not know what this feels like. I do see a lot of IG posts, but I want you all to understand this is new to them, new to us. I can't imagine what this feels like for the Ukrainians. I just can't. Right? It would be like, never mind, I can't say it. Just know that I can't imagine it. And maybe we should be a little bit more considerate because we just can't imagine this. All right. Apple, amid strong global demand for Apple's iPhone 14 lineup, the tech giant announced Sunday that shipments will be. Oh my God. Don't ask me why I'm laughing. It's a nervous laugh. Shipments will be temporarily impacted by COVID restrictions in China. Guys, China is still unable to recover from COVID. Still. This is crazy to me. All right. The Impact facility has been grappling with the COVID-19 outbreak since mid-October that caused panic amongst its migrant workers. Oh my God, they can't recover from this. Iran lawmakers have demanded that their state officials show no leniency to protesters as thousands of people continue to rally on the streets despite the threat of arrest. Keep fighting. Keep fighting, Iran. Keep fighting. The lawmakers call for protesters to be taught a good lesson to deter others who threaten the authority of the Iranian government. The Islamic Republic is facing one of the biggest shows of dissent ever following the death of hashtag Masa Amini, a 22-year-old Kurdish Iranian woman who died after being detained by the morality police, allegedly for not wearing her hijab properly. Keep fighting, Iran. Nick Carter shares his heartbreak over his brother Aaron's death. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. And the Powerball. When's the next Powerball? When's the next Powerball? Today? It's $1.9 billion. Billion. Booyah. Billion. All right, guys. I did my job. Let's see what everybody is saying. That's exactly. Anytime I'm comfortable, we'll relieve it. Yeah, but we don't want to relieve it that way. You real? No daylight saving times? No. No. Right now it's 10:13. Um, White Castle is in Flint, Michigan. Oh, I didn't know that. Don't like it yet. Never eat it. What's with the fear stuff? I don't know. What does that mean? Did the article read former President Obama asking out of curiosity? That's a good question. I'm sorry. That might have been my sloppy journalist, thinking. Maybe I need training, right? So let's see. Former president, midterms. Yes, it said Biden made a rare joint appearance with former President Barack Obama to boost John Fetterman. It did say former, sweetie. You can go to China and get a new iPhone for $2. It's silly. Why would anybody go to China? COVID still lives there. Late night party people polarize White Castle, New York City. Ciao. You party hard, dance all night. You find that White Castle and it was on and cracking. It would be crowded 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it would. Oh my God. In a weird kind of way, I would want a White Castle right now, but thank God, I have no desire to do that to my body anymore. It's just, why? Why would we do that to ourselves anymore? That's why it's good to have a young body that can handle the bullshit. But after a certain age, why would you do that to yourself? And then your house will stink, right? Then you need the air refreshener. Oh, wait. Do I have work? Because I changed my time. Okay. Whew, I changed my time. I don't have work right now. All right, let me get up out of here. And for those of you that have signed up, I'm going to text you right now. And if anybody else wants to sign up for tarot class, right? Let me see. For tarot class, go to TraceyBrownlive.com and press shop, and there is a button to pay weekly or in full, but join us. All right, just join us, and that's that. Yes, yes. Well, that was my reasoning and how I got into trouble with the. Listen, I, I'm slowly giving up red meat and chicken. And where I used to have more red meat, less vegetables, now I have a lot of vegetables and less meat. But the protein was so I can give up meat altogether. But I can't take artificial iron. And that's how I got into my constipation story this morning. Yeah, yeah. The only thing I would ever eat at McDonald's would be a Big Mac. But this time last year, in June of last year, when I got to the Caribbean, I ate the Caribbean's Big Mac and it gave me allergic reaction. So I have not eaten a Big Mac since being out here. And that's a good thing. Hi, Lottie. No, I'm asking because I noticed former is usually dropped when talking about Trump. Oh, and his appearances. Something that hasn't been done with former past presidents. Thank you for clarifying. Well, thank you for clarifying because that pisses me off. All right. I got to get up out of here. I got to do dashikis and bonnets, which is now coming early you know, because my time changed. Your time changed, but I don't have the same time as you have anymore. So everything is going to get a little topsy turvy. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you for putting up with me. Take it easy. Tarot class, plain and simple. Get the book, Plain and Simple by Anthony Lewis, and tarot class. Just contact me, TraceyBrownlive.com. Go to the website, pay, email me. No, when you pay, they email me, and then I'll contact you. I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. Oh, text me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Right there. Okay. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.